Well, hold on. Can you guys hear me? This thing was weird. All right. So, oh, sorry. I don't really like these ear things, but I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Sorry. So, welcome back to Peony Lore. This is for my Geminis for the month of September. Sun, moon, rising, wherever you happen to have Gemini very heavy in your chart, or you're interested in, what the Gemini perspective is if you happen to be cross-watching. So this particular month, we are changing it up a little bit. I am doing the full month of the basics for what it is that you need to know for overall, and then I will come back and I will do more deep dives in a couple of different ways. But as we always do, we're going to start off with the Sacred Geometry deck here for you guys. And Archangel Ambriel, your angel, is going to let me know which other angel from the Archangel deck wants to step forward to assist with additional items that are going to be supportive for you. So let's first pull out our Sacred Geometry card, and then we're going to use the angel guide for the 9 card spread that I'm going to do, kind of going back old school the way I used to do it when I first started. We're going to focus one row on your home and family. We're also going to do a row for your love life, your relationships, and then we're going to do a row for your career and kind of see what's going on and what the outcomes are going to be for you for the end of the month. So what we have here is card 25, which reduces down to a 7. So what we're talking about here for you, Gemini, is liberating yourself from any guilt or fear, and they're offering the frequency of 396 hertz to help you with that. So relieving yourself from any circumstances, issues physically in the body, that are stemmed from fear or anything else that is just kind of stuck, and it's maybe kind of creating a little bit of that challenge for you. Okay, that's going to be your overall theme, and 396 hertz is really good to use. So again, Archangel Ambriel is your angel, Gemini. Okay, she is responsible for all Gemini born. And let's see who she wants to pull in to support you this particular month of September. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, interesting. So let me pull out my book here. I had to create a key because this book didn't come with an index, so to speak. But you have Archangel Thankyou. Okay? Archangel Thankyou. Archangel Thankyou is a water sign, so he works under Archangels Gabriel. Okay, so let's see what his special message is for you this particular month. Let me just flip over to his page. There we go. Archangel Thankyou is very much responsible for love. Okay, he's an angel of love and romance. All right. So he works for both men and women, but he's usually more called upon by a man seeking the love of a good woman, okay? Thankyou wears a blue robe with green and yellow sash over one shoulder, and he wears a necklace with a heart-shaped pendant on it. I don't know if you can see that, if that's going to come in very, very clearly, but that's kind of what's going on here, okay? You have to be flexible when it comes to matters of love if you are a man at this particular moment trying to call love into yourself, all right? That's basically what's going on here. You're depriving yourself of love and affection by adopting a rigid, unforgiving approach. So you've got to be able to relax, unwind, and take life as it comes, and enjoy the company of special people in your life and express the love you feel. So to my male Geminis out there, this one's for you, okay? But let's go ahead and get into the reading here. So again, we're using 9 cards. Each row is going to be indicative of a specific theme. So Ambriel is going to have me shuffle the cards 3 times, and then we're going to take all 9 cards from the top for you. So I will be able to discern past energies, which are going to bridge into the current situation that you're in, and then the outcome will come in. So in order to clarify those, I will use the in-between tarot deck from the past to present energy, and then I will use the littles, the White Sage Tarot deck, to bridge the current energies into the future energies. So that will give a little bit more information to kind of what we have going on here. All right. Ah, this makes a lot of sense to me. Okay. So, let me just take a quick look at these here and let us see what we've got. Yeah, someone's really pining over here. Okay, so in the past, Gemini, and we're going to just, this male and female, you were a little bit shy and not really feeling in the faith about receiving any miracles. The universe always wants you to be able to expect miracles. Miracles are always happening. They happen in lots of different ways and shapes and forms. Sometimes we get a little bit busy and we don't necessarily recognize the different signs and signals that we're getting. But that is a situation that is stemming in your home area, your home and family. The present energy that you're in is recognizing that things came to you as a learning experience. And that's great. Energy is never wasted. It just transforms in one way or another. So there is no such thing as really wasted time if you can put the stopper on something that's creating a challenge for you, because at some point you're going to learn what it is that you needed to learn in that situation to get you to the next spot. Okay? What the universe is saying here is you have to be in your future. You are going to be more vulnerable in your emotions. You're going to be more vulnerable with the way that you communicate. You're going to lay it all on the line, and that's going to create some freedom for you. So that's wonderful. Now that comes into your home and family sector. All right. So now we're going to get into specifically romance or partnership kind of a situation. Okay. So transformation occurred for you at some point in the past, obviously, in this endeavor. All right. And currently you're still going through spiritual growth. You're going through it currently as we speak. Okay. And at the end of the day, by the end of the month of September, you are going to be in a position where you're going to be able to have all things come to you as far as ease and grace. There's a lot of energy that's coming down here. And you're going to be able to bend water in a sense. You're going to be able to let things flow naturally the way they need to be able to flow. So I think it's very important that Ambriel brought Thankyou in here for you, talking about the need to be a little bit more flexible when it comes to those things. Now, when we get into the career sector for you, in the past, it looks like you might still be working through this too, is a little bit of inner child healing. It showed up in the reverse position, which means inner child healing has a lot to do with giving yourself that love and respect for yourself, forgiving yourself from any past issues or past mistakes, making sure that you have gotten to a point where you're learning the lessons. So this is very transformative. There's whoever this reading is for, specifically, or the individuals that are going through this type of a transformation. I mean, this is pretty much right on. Okay, but what you're doing as you're working through those different pieces and parts is you're coming up with the harmony and resolution that you need for yourself and for other people. So everything doesn't have to be airy-fairy, but what it does mean is that all these areas are connected in one way, shape, form, or another. So if you've got a blockage somewhere, it is going to affect something else that's going on for you. So inner child healing when it comes to work is important because it talks about your value system. It talks about your effort when it comes to doing certain things. It talks about feeling worthy in a sense. And so sometimes when it comes to work, you don't always get the accolades that you're hoping that you're going to get. Sometimes there are some work environments that are just very, very toxic. We all know that. And so you need to be able to, within your spiritual growth, try to go in and also continue to heal that, because it manifests itself in lots of different ways, right? How you deal with people, how you communicate with people, all those different types of things coming into fruition. At the end of the month, what they're asking you to do, by the end of the month, you will have mastered this, is the power of asking and receiving, okay? You can get whatever it is that you want from life and allow those miracles to come in, but you have to ask for it and you have to make sure that you're doing the work in order to receive the best aspects of what that can bring for you. The universe always answers us. Okay, they always answer us. If you need something, they always bring it towards you. You can't expect the universe just to drop things on your lap. You have to be an active participant and co-create with spirit, right? Okay. So, I am going to pull the In-Between Tarot deck here. Because at the end of the day, what it does look like is that there are some things that you want, and you just have to be able to allow yourself the time and the expressiveness to be able to call that into yourself. You got a couple of good opportunities. You got a new moon that's showing up here on the 6th, and then you have a 9/9 portal that's showing up here. And then you have a full moon to release anything that no longer serves you at the end of the month on the 20th. When is it happening? I wrote my notes down here. The full moon is on the 20th. Yeah, on the 20th. So you have a couple of different times over the next few weeks to continue to ramp up and work through those things so that you can allow the miracles to come through for you, okay? You'll have about a week and some change after that new moon, or excuse me, after the full moon release, to start kicking things into gear to allow those new components to come towards you. Now, to bridge the past energy, things that we're still hanging on to into the present, we're going to use the In-Between Tarot deck and see kind of where we're at with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit these past positions for career, home, love, and career. Let's see what we've got. Wow, that was super fast. Tower, very nice. And for career, please. For our Gemini. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So, in the past, when it came to your relationships, okay, there's the energy of the hangman with justice. So, the reason why it appears as though you may have been having a challenge with expecting those miracles is because you weren't ready, in one sense, to see everyone's perspective in the situation. So, I'll show you in the upright. Justice is walking towards this group of people that's about ready to put the person on the tree and hang him up, right? The best thing about this is that she's going to make sure that things are fair. And if you've been a dink, maybe you're resisting this a little bit. That's basically what this is. You're resisting the opportunity to kind of go within a little bit. That's what was going on, and maybe distracted from you being able to see those miracles trying to come into play. So that's the past energy. However, like I said, you are learning from that experience, okay? Currently, you're taking the learnings. Now, the transformation did occur when in your romantic life, in your relationships, okay? Whether you're partnered up with someone or not, there was an expansion that sort of happened here. So what we have is the Devil and the Tower, but it's in the reverse position, so that's good. So that's like releasing yourself from the forbidden fruit. Something that you know that you shouldn't really be involved with. You transformed yourself out of that with that whole energy there. Capricorn energy, Mars energy, all over the place there. So it's perhaps you're dealing with the Capricorn. It doesn't necessarily have to be, because also we had, Libra energy with justice in here, but I'm just calling the signs out in case that supports you, okay? And then in the inner child healing aspect, when it comes to the career, what we have that showed up in the reverse position was this Page of Wands transitioning into the King of Wands. I'm going to show it to you in the upright position so that you can get the imagery here. This is about not really receiving the benefits of the accolades, like I mentioned before, the way that you kind of wanted to have some things come into play for you, not being ready, the transfer of knowledge, the transfer of the job, the transfer of the new situation did not really show up the way that you were hoping that it was going to show up. There was a slowdown, there was a back down of something that happened in the workplace for you. But again, what's going on right now is harmony and resolution in that particular sector. And in the romantic situation, there's a lot of spiritual growth that's happening for you or whoever else it is that you're involved with potentially, if it doesn't happen to be you, okay? I really do not like these earbuds. Sorry, guys. So let's go ahead and pull out our littles, and let's do the bridge between present and future for September for our Geminis here. So let's start again with the with the home area. We're going to start with home and family. You're going through a learning experience right now. At the end of the day, they're asking you to lay it on the line and be a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more vocal, a little bit more truthful so that you can be free. And let's see what we've got here for our Geminis in that area. Wow, well, I love that. Those pop out fast. You are, wow, we have a lot. Okay, give me a second. I saw two. I didn't see the other two flip over. Got a lot of sword energy here, but I am liking what I'm seeing here. So let me just do this. Doesn't necessarily have to be an Aries, but we have the Emperor that shows up here. Okay, the Emperor's coming in talking about your will in the situation, being the authority in a particular situation. It looks as though in the past you definitely had lack of clarity about where you were going. Okay, you definitely had challenges when it came to what it is that you wanted versus what somebody else wanted. This is the Seven of Swords. I'm not going to call it sneaky energy because that's typically not what it is. It can come off that way for people. What it is that you've got something held so close to the vest that you want something so much that you can only hold on to what it is that you can hold on to. So those other swords have to be able to drop, and you've got to take what is yours and really leave the rest. It also can indicate someone else doing that same thing to you. It can indicate that someone is being overly, I don't want to even say overly focused, but someone is so dedicated to what their perspective is, okay, that they're not really giving that up. But what we have at the end of the day is this Eight of Swords. We're releasing ourselves from any of that stinking thinking that was holding us back. We realized at some point, and I'm going to change the order here, that in order for us to or you will, in order for you to receive what it is that you want, you cannot be the authoritarian in the situation. There has to be some give and take in whatever's going on in the home. But it looks like that's going to show up, okay? Now let's go ahead and clarify what we've got going on here with our romantic sector specifically, because there's a transformation that is taking place. You're at the point where you're in the middle of managing your spiritual growth, whatever that happens to look like for you, okay? And you're getting to the point where you're going to have this ease and grace that shows up for you at the end of the day. So let's take a couple cards and see what's going on here, Gemini. Woo! Is there anything else? One more. Okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles that showed up in the reverse position. So that is indicating again that you are working on it. Yeah, you're definitely working on it. And then we have the Four of Wands that showed up in the reverse position. So this combination is really like touch and go with the relationship. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position is saying that you are having a challenge when it comes to that communication. You're having a challenge when it comes to what it is that you want your legacy to be, perhaps maybe not being able to bring it to fruition the way that you want to. And then the Four of Wands in the reverse position is lack of proposal, lack of commitment, lack of joy, lack of energy, lack of. So that is what you are working on right now. You're working on, because again, it showed up in the reverse position along with these other cards, okay? You're working on your spiritual growth. And that is what's going to lead you to this ease and grace at the end of the day. So there is an opportunity for that to flip around. So let's take a look at it in the upright just to give you the other perspective. Ten of Pentacles in the upright with the Four of Wands in the upright. Okay? Having all the things with that Ten of Pentacles. With happy moments in the home. With proposals. With parties. With joy, all those different types of things. So if you can work on your spiritual growth, then you are assured that by the end of this, then there will be ease and grace when it comes to the physical home, okay? And when it comes to the stability of the home, communication in the home, family members just kind of getting along within the whole relationship itself. So you and your significant other, whoever it is that you're trying to call into your existence. Now let's go into this career sector where we're talking about harmony and resolution. Into this, you need to be able to ask for what it is that you want next. Let's go into this for you, Gemini. Okay, well, there's that damn hangman hanging up in the reverse position. So let's take it for what it is with it being in the reverse position. You achieved the learning that you needed in this career choice. If you continue to work on the healing, then there will be an opportunity for this to change itself, and there will be an opportunity for advancement. In order for harmony and resolution to take place, the hangman in the upright position indicates that you've received all the knowledge that it is that you needed. And sometimes it means that you have to get yourself out of that slump or that funk, or you got to get over that situation so that you can move forward, right? So that's kind of what we've got here with the hangman in the reverse position. Let's grab another card on that one. Okay. Page of Cups in the reverse position. Yes, you still have an offering. It's out there. It's just not showing up yet. Or it looks as though you didn't receive, I'm going to say maybe a promotion. I think that's really what I'm feeling. I'm feeling is that someone here was hoping that they were going to get a promotion and they didn't get it. Which is why you got to ask for what it is that you want. The universe has no choice but to bring it to you, especially if you're very sincere and you're bringing in the gratitudes about what it is that you currently have. So Gemini, at the end of the day, whether you're seeking love and romance or not, all things are connected in one way, shape, form, or another. You are working on allowing the expectation of miracles to happen. Your challenge right now, okay, is that you aren't doing, you're working on it. For the expecting the miracles and the spiritual growth to be showing up in this position, there's more focus that needs to happen on those for you so that you can get down to this ask and receive, okay? But it will come, because we can see that the outcome here is showing that you're shifting your thought process about it. Your spiritual growth has a lot to do with your work as well, your inner child healing, and self-respect for yourself and things like that. You've got to let the old things go. You've got to shove it off, and you've got to take it off to a learning experience, and you got to move on to the next thing. And you definitely have to ask for what you want. Okay. Now, Embryo, which cards would you like for me to use as far as our oracles? So you want me to use the, all right, Oracle of the Radiant Sun. We also want to pull out an Angel Therapy card. Okay. So what we've got here is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Whoops, I fat fingered that one. We're going to just give that a couple shuffles here, Gemini, and see what else pops out, okay? Oh, that was fast. Drama! Mercury and Leo energy. We've got drama here. How much of this are you creating for yourself, and how much of it are you imposing on someone else? Because you are very actively involved in the drama, okay? Okay. The moon in Taurus. When the moon shows up in the Taurus position towards the end of the month, you're going to find yourself. So you got to give yourself the next couple of weeks. But by the time you pass the 15th, you're going to be in a better position to appreciate how this is going to show up for you. Okay? And you're going to be filled with all the enthusiasm that you need with the Sun and Sagittarius energy as well. So take a look at those energies, like I said, between the 15th and the end of the month, when Sagittarius is in the moon position, or in the sun position, and then also we have the moon in Taurus showing up for you. So those are good notes for you, okay? All right, what's the other deck that you wanted me to grab? Oh, the Angel Healing, thank you. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's the wrong deck, sorry. All right. Angel Healing. Yes, got it. Okay, so there's two. Wow. I wasn't necessarily expecting this one, but it is what it is. So some of the spiritual work that you're working on right now, some of you are coming into your own awakening. You're coming into your realization about what it is that you can do. You're testing the waters, and you are releasing some of the things that don't serve you. Your deal right now is to make sure that you're calling in what you want to replace it. That, I think, is the one thing that's lacking here for you, Gemini. The universe is trying to tell you that you are a healer, and that Archangel Raphael is working with you on your healing efforts with yourself. So if you're calling in Archangel Raphael to help you with your healing, be assured that he's here. He's validating, I'm here. I'm working with you on the healing that you need, right? And some of you are doubting the messages that you're receiving from family members or your crossed over loved ones in your dream time. So mediumship comes up to talk about that. Now, I'm a medium, which means I can talk to the peoples. I have times where I let it in and there's times where I close it off. But I definitely can tell you that if you've got a family member that shows up in your dream time, that's for real. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to the messages that they're giving you, because usually that's the only way that you're going to be able to perceive them until you start tapping in and you get a little bit higher, and then you can hear them chatter in your ear like I do. But that is a message specifically. So now I understand why she wanted me to pull that one. They also want me to pull the Mystical Wisdom deck. Sorry. This is for Gemini. Okay. Invite in serendipity. Unicorn. Invite in serendipity. Okay. Those moments that show up. Those ease moments that show up. Okay. I want to take a peek in the book here because I think there might be a passage that might help pull it all together here. If I can spell. Okay, yes. Chance happenings in a beneficial way. Okay, call it in. Call in all the opportunities that will allow every opportunity that's going to be beneficial for you. Call it in. Serendipity. Call in serendipity. I call in serendipity. Chance moments, chance meetings, chance opportunities, those different types of things, whether it's in your dream time or in the natural, walking in daylight kind of a thing. Luck is really here for you on your side if you're willing to take advantage of it. Okay. It does talk about favorable discoveries and luck being luck in the making. Expect miracles. Expect magic to happen. Oh my God. You guys, you cannot make this stuff up. Expect miracles. Expect miracles, okay? So really the only mantra for this one is I accept, and I understand why they did this, is I accept. I'll read the crystal for this one in a second, but I accept and invite serendipity into my life. I accept and invite serendipity into my life. I accept and I invite serendipity into my life, and so it is, okay? I like that one, okay? So now we're going to close this off by going back into card 25, which is 7, which is spiritual energy. I do believe I mentioned that at the beginning. If I didn't, then shame on me. But let's see what crystals will help to support you. Now, the reason I'm going to pull up this mantra is because we did talk a lot about inner child healing and releasing yourself from guilt and from any past situation that you were involved with, the drama, how much you participated in it. Release yourself from that guilt and that fear. You gotta let go of it. And a part of that is inner child healing. So I release all guilt and fear from my cellular memory. Okay? I release all guilt and fear from my cellular memory now. I release all guilt and fear from my cellular memory now. I release all guilt and fear from my cellular memory now. And so it is. So utilizing the frequency of the 396 hertz, what did I just do with it? Woman? Where did I just put it? I literally just had it in my hands, did I not? I don't know what I did with it. I don't know what I did with it. But the 396 hertz that they're saying that will help you when you're going into meditation and you're doing that clearing work, you can call in Archangel Raphael again to support you with any of that healing, is a smoky quartz, an aquamarine, a rose quartz will help you, as well as pink tourmaline. Okay, those are going to really support you with your it's more than just your heart chakra. It's also related to your base chakra, your sense of security. So wearing the color red will also be supportive for you. And as a reminder, call on Archangel Don Kale, if you need additional support with love, along with Archangel Ambriel, who is your angel, okay? All right, so Gemini, hopefully you found this supportive. I hope that it did, and it gave you a different perspective on a couple of different things. Make sure that you give it a like. I really appreciate that basic support, okay? Comment below. Make sure that you share this out to other people you think would be a beneficial recipient to the way that I deliver the content. All of the information that you need for booking a session with me is in the description box below. You can go directly to peonilore.com and you can book in with me there. You can purchase the crystals that I have available currently on the site. Take a look at it, see if there's other things there. Not everything is in, but a lot more is coming. And otherwise, we will see you on the next video. Many, many blessings, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you, Gemini.